I'm standing by a certain lake here, and as I look at this particular lake, I'm standing in a place where the water is supposed to be. That basically means the lake has been drying up, and because of drying up, it is actually exposing these so many rocks all across this lake. If there's something condemnation does, is that it comes to dry up somebody. And that is why yesterday in Wealth Garden City, I was talking about the reasons as to why you should not struggle. And scripture reminded me, if you look at 2 Corinthians, I think chapter 3, verse number 9, if I'm not wrong, it says, if the ministry of condemnation had glory, the ministry of righteousness has much more glory. That amazed me. When I read that scripture, I said, wow. In other words, condemnation will try to glorify itself in your life. Glorify basically means lift itself. Try to show you this is it. Try to show you you can't do better than this. Try to show you I'm the one in charge here. That's what condemnation does. And eats you up and glorifies itself. It keeps on reminding you the things you have done wrong. It keeps on reminding you the failures and the mistakes you've had in life. But scripture is saying, if it glorifies itself, then the righteousness which has been given to you, and remember what I told you earlier, righteousness is not given to you because of you qualifying for it or because of you performing or because of you doing something. Righteousness has been put to you because of what Jesus has already finished on the cross, what he has already established and done for you. So you are righteous not because of what you're doing, but you're righteous because of what he has already done. It says, if condemnation glorifies itself, then how much more does the righteousness you have glorify itself in you? In other words, what God is basically saying is that in the midst of your conditions, in the midst of your walking in this kind of place, while your condition is trying to glorify itself, God says his righteousness is lifting itself in your life even more. In other words, God already gives you a guarantee that, you know what, you're covered. He says, you know what, I got your back. You know what, I'm taking care of you. And you know what, I'm holding your hand. That means you don't need to give up. It basically means there's somebody who has you. There's somebody who's holding you. And that is God.